Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the previous patch. That's right, we decided it would be better if we reverted the patch to the previous patch. And as you can see, as is standard with that first pick Kunkka occurring in this draft between VP and J178.
10 seconds remaining.
Kunkka's still a very solid hero. Previous patch it was strong, this patch.
5 seconds.
This patch it got a
Same old
buff.
thing. Yep. Oh.
It got a nerfs, but it also got an amazing buff in the Ags.
Yeah, Ags is also very pog.
I played a Slark against that, and I genuinely got perma-stunned. I couldn't even Dark Pact it. Because the Torrent AoE talent, right? Like, it's RNG, but there is a chance you get perma-stunned by Torrents.
Virtus.pro's turn to pick.
But, no IO for this Gyro.
Turn to ban.
Not seen all the old combos. Ooh, this is an interesting one. I hope they've tested this before they played it, because it would be really awkward if 178 lost because of this. It's a small thing.
Okay.
But not. Undying's Decay, when the patch first came out, didn't give strength for multiple heroes being decayed.
I would like to think that has been instantly fixed.
I hope so. I did at them on Twitter, I believe. Complained about it publicly because it was
doing
stupid.
your work.
Yes. So, you know, sometimes you have to give back to the community that flames us on Reddit. But, you know, this is a good time to give back. When they're not flaming me, they're flaming Ice Frog and Valve.
Very smart, very smart.
Team pick.
I really like this Night Stalker ban, by the way. You have two heroes that really need vision to like excel in the game, and Night Stalker just naturally works in this draft so well.
I mean, Night Stalker still feels strong even after the Ags nerfs they brought in. Especially with some of the items. You could see the match has been pretty useful. Legion is going to reemerge again.
VP are actually relentless with their draft, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Like,
they're just like so snappy.
I mean, even 178 was quite quick here, right? Like, the banning was just almost instant on both sides and then straight into picks.
Yeah, like, poof. But this is where when you play these, like when you're at a LAN event and you're playing these games, and there's like a mini meta forming, etc.
You just have to focus on your own idea, right? More than
I wouldn't even say this is a meta, because like VP have played 4 games today, and each game has had a completely different style. They've had like an Lycan game, they've had a Medusa game, then they've had a Tiny game, and now they're rocking like some Naga Darkseer, which again, it's all the very classic lineup, right? You're gonna song, you're gonna have to vacuum into like kinetic field, etc. So VP's lineup is a very classic draft. So, but it's nice to see them changing up their playstyle. Like this means like their timings will be different there. Yeah. Oof.
Well, the interesting
I am enjoying watching VP play right now. Very good.
And it's also the interesting thing that I'm excited about for this one is, I mean, I won't say I'm the nerd to go to for VP, but I feel like I've had a lot of these games since they've done the roster change. Like maybe on the English side of the talent, I've been observing them a lot more than most. And this is like every once in a while they come back to test this war, which is giving Epileptic Kid one of his illusion heroes. Because I mentioned in a previous series, this kid, now I know what it's called it. He would score people in the games. Like, he would play Naga, PL, and he has that 9v1 mentality because he's just a pub star in the CIS season, right? Problem with that is...
He was a pub star. He's now becoming a pro player.
There you go. And that's the challenge, right? Is I mean, you probably observed this with players before, right? Is there's a hard transition for some people to go from the 1v9 mentality to the 5v5 mentality.
Yeah, as I think like OG showed, you win games based on how you operate as a team. And if you're not all on the same page and you have one person who's kind of like a little bit off, then it can just instantly lose you games. So yeah, no, I think interesting to see. But I would like to, the real question is, where does VP take their last pick? How all into their strat are they? Are they going to put the Kunkka mid to pick a pos 4 hero, or are they picking a mid hero now? Oh, so they pick Shakiro. Okay.
Question is 178 looking at something like a Shaker here, maybe? They did ban the Clockwork. That's why I'm thinking it may be a possibility here.
I think that was more just it's a good pairing with the Darkseer, and it can do well against their lineup.
Anti-mage.
Or Anti-mage.
Finally! I was going to question this because I felt like out of the carries that should be relevant, this felt like one of the biggest kind of red flags. This hero should be vastly on his way back into the meta, right? Like, he got some significant buffs.
Yeah, the main thing about Anti-Mage now is that, of course, all these neutral items allow you to farm a little bit quicker, getting into that Battle Fury. But also on top of that, you have the percentage mana burn, which is so strong against heroes that have large mana pools. Normally, like in the previous patch,
Yeah.
you'd be clicking them to get to late game, and you fall off as an anti-mage. You lost your kind of like, I
It's
guess your
scaling.
gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, now it allows you to scale into the game. So it's kind of like a persistent, like 10 to 12 right clicks, add a to your mana.
It's also when you think about the bigger priority on kind of map presence, global presence, being able to stretch the map. This has always been one of the key heroes that people would fall back to. This idea of split push, apply pressure elsewhere, buy time, and especially if you think about outposts, there's maybe more potential there. I think also getting maxed out on the blink and all your other spells quickly with that increase in XP. This is one of the heroes that benefits more because he does have some pretty potent talents.
But this combo is actually insanely strong, by the way. Now, sorry, I'm just completely jumping back to VP. I've just realized Darkseer Vacuum works on sleeping targets.
Oh, that's true, and also it's a lower cooldown. So
which means like their combo is so easy to hit now. You literally song, and Darkseer can like pull back his chair, get his like protractor out, work out the perfect circle.
He's just
then
holding
vacuum
Q the
them.
whole time.
Yeah,
He's like, have
like,
you got the media hammer ready? Yeah. All right, pull it.
Like, Solo, you ready? He's literally like not even looking at his screen anymore. He's like looking over at Solo in person, like, kind of, you ready? You gonna use your? Okay, yeah. Looks down to his left. Yo, yeah, epileptic kid, you gonna hit your stunt? All right, cool. Cheers, man. Let's go. Like, it's so easy now. Oh,
Okay.
I'm ready.
This is gonna be spicy. It's also just everything else synergizes around that as well, right? The boat, the static storm. It's one of those examples where it's not unreasonable to highlight. Like, usually we talk about all these layers and then we talk about how complicated it is. But it's not. That song just makes every other element of the puzzle a puzzle designed for 5-year-olds.
I've just... I can only see the player perspective of Solo. Do I have to reconnect? Or, like, is this a bug that you're aware of?
Did you join the channel? Did you join the channel when we were in lobby?
I did, yeah.
I don't know. I know.
I can see your... Okay, I'm just gonna disconnect, reconnect.
Oh, you see my... Oh, you see my camera. Oh.
Yeah, I can see your... No, I can see your camera as well as only Solo's perspective.
You might just have the lizard bug.
I'll give it a cheeky reconnect. If not, I'll be doing a Solo perspective analyst cast.
Yes. So the only other cast I've had this with is Lizard. He's had it where you could only watch one play. He's also had a game where he was stuck looking...
No, it's Bignum. I can only watch
it?
Bignum. Nope, I'm watching Bignum. All right. Great. Could you do me a flavor?
What?
Could you at least can you share screens on Discord so I can?
Okay.
I can use his perspective and then your perspective.
Ah, but of course.
Thank you.
What if I just look at the chorus? Because we got some interesting skins to look
I
at.
don't oh no! I don't have free reign of my opinion now.
This is true. I mean, you want to be a big caster, you want to get a lance. This is what happens when they give you an obs. Bignum.
Yeah, but I get JJ or Wepaz or all the real boys, not Killer Pigeon on the camp. No, I'm joking.
Wow. Also, despicable that you forgot about Scriff and Pop.
I said all the big boys. Come on.
Yeah, you named 2, and then you didn't name the other. So.
Thank you for covering.
Yeah, I got my boy. All right. Let's see who's going to have control of this early game. I mean, it's a Skyrife Undying, right? 178 should definitely be more aggressive on these lanes.
But Epileptic Kid's playing the Kunkka. And no one's chilling out on the mid Naga. But again, that's a product of needing the timing of... You need your Naga to have a good game in this game. A good game? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Good game is usually what you say.
Yeah, you need him to have a good game, so you slap him in mid, and then he's not really that contested.
Isn't there a concern that Epileptic Kid could end up losing bot hard, though? I've seen this matchup last patch a few times, and it's definitely Legion favored. I mean, you're a melee hero, left alone.
Yeah, it's a melee hero, yeah. The Legion will be doing... Or having a perfectly fine lane in this game.
I think it was... I remember one game I had where I explained Legion simply to a person in a melee matchup. You just click the enemy hero constantly.
You click them, you take a you
take a sip of your
drink.
No, you just click them, you take a sip of your drink. You don't even look at your screen anymore, right?
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that's also a play. Oh, look at that.
Dude, it's It's actually so tilting to play against.
And all he has to do right now, see here, as soon as he tanks 2-3 creeps, he's always gonna proc. So
I mean,
as
in
long as he
fairness,
procs onto the Kunkka, then it's good.
in fairness, Epileptic Kid has decent CS, and once we talk about that, Dark's in the top lane, does get dropped down, and Happy Diorara in response, they need another hit. He has got the Decay coming off cooldown, and there it is. It is no longer bugged. However, Happy Diorara is still dead.
You say it's already bugged, I'm literally only on Bignum's perspective, so technically it is.
If you were looking at my screen, you know.
Yeah. I don't worry, I've got 2 perspectives.
Multiple monitors, okay? You should try a year as a programmer. You get used to that very fast.
Oh, true that.
Got copy and paste that usually.
Stack Overflow, let's go.
Of course. The only way to live. So Payashara is going to have a harder time now that Solo has arrived at the bot lane. They actually might kill him off this, right? Yep, there it is. Thunder Strike. He does press the attack. Not too late, however. But Darkseer, Rezo gets punished. They're keeping this tri lane going.
Yeah, well, Darkseer v Anti-Mage is very much Anti-Mage favoured. On top of that, when you have a Jakiro Disruptor, isn't that strong compared to the likes of an Undying Sky. So you're already at a disadvantageous tri lane. So disadvantageous. What a word. I just made up words now.
My favorite is still Desperosity. You'll never beat that.
Noted. I can work on it, don't worry.
There's a slight desperosity about J178 as they continue to storm over VP's top lane. Take another head. See, it works.
I'm sure we could put out many words right now, it's fine. But yeah, this Anti-Mage is having way too good of a start.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the words out of Rezo's mouth right now are mainly swear words.
It's more like jungle, just on repeat. Like
Just chanting at himself. Level 3, level 3, level 2 Iron Shell. I'll finally be able to do it. I just need to endure this a little longer.
Jungle. Oops.
Epileptic Kid? Okay, I don't know if you want to hold Petashara in place there.
You're a trusty mate.
Meanwhile, top, Rezo is still level 2.
Dire's top
The
tower.
tri-lane anti-mage is level 3.
Yep. Poverty Darkseer.
Not really
at
hero
least-
renowned for that.
But at least the Kunkka is doubling Legion CS. The Nagi is doubling mid CS. Like he is. They're having a good game on all other cores. So at least their overall timing, which will be this Naga Kunkka combo plus obviously the vacuum. You need levels on Darkseer to
Yeah, you just need to
fill
press
your
Q.
combo, right?
That's all you need. You just need one point in that vacuum. It'll be good enough.
And maybe a wall if you're feeling a little bit cheeky.
Petashara, he just got baited in. He tried for the courier. And they read him like a book.
Good.
Like a little book with pictures for 5-year-olds. Crayons not included. Choking hazards would be bad for this Legion at this stage, seeing as he is already losing this lane pretty hard. Meanwhile, top, Rezo is looking for vengeance on Bignum, which he will definitely obtain. Or will he?
So unsteady.
He's so just out of range.
No.
He's got the surge in free, but it's going to be too late because concussive shot was coming off cooldown. You hate to see it. Rezo just hates his life right now.
It is very upsetting.
If only you had boots. Runes, he actually gets it, and it won't get a
Dies
chance
for
to
it.
actually bowl. In fact, he's salved as well.
And now the supports go Shrine. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage free farms, and they get the D ward. Yeah, this top lane is a little bit of a disaster for VP.
And anti-mage, not really. I feel like this. I've got notes from a few years ago when I started line down. I'm pretty sure number 1 on the list was do not let an anti-mage free farm. Right? That was don't walk down mid. I think was number 1, but anti-mage free farm was definitely 2.
Yeah, but 3 was Anti-Mage still dies at all points of the game to a sleep into disruptor role.
But in the meantime, before we get to that point, we have to enjoy some other deaths as Save gets caught out. Jakiro is not looking tanky this game, and that's usually one of the most tanky supports possible.
When you have Undying and Skywrath, no one's tanky.
Dire are scanning.
The fair point. See how tanky Pikachu can be in response, though. No one's moving in. He needs a few more procs to get a kill, though. They've got the glimpse back. There it is. They'll try and chase through. Save is too late, though. Doesn't get across in time, so Pikachu will stay alive. And we'll move to the shrine. I think the big highlight here, though, in the next 1 or 2 minutes is going to be Epileptic Kid. Now that he has level 6, you might even see him try and connect for kills onto other lanes. Do you think the play is that, or do you think they should actually connect with his lane to try and kill?
I think just continuing to farm and then waiting for Naga to have a killing item and then playing off Song with a killing item might be a lot better. If you try and rush the combo and do it before you have some key items, then it can get a little bit questionable.
That's fair. Well, they just forced a rotation from Gyro. They'll cancel the TP in the end, but they're aware of that information now, so Pedashara is being pressured a little bit. An Epileptic Kid just making sure that if he's not going to go find kills with that boat, he's going to ensure the Legion Commander feels trampled on for the rest of the game. Up to 22 CS, though. Not too bad, considering the start to this lane.
But it's Anti-Mage, look at him slowly ticking up.
Andy Mage is definitely getting all the farm he needs in the world. Naga's matching him, in fairness. A little bit ahead of him. And has found the Arcane Ring. Glory to the Arcane Ring. Akunka would love this.
And yeah, no, I was going to say, has anyone found any neutral items yet?
I think it's just that Arcane Ring.
Oh, it's bugged on my screen because I got pigments set.
Okay,
nice.
So no one has the... had found the Arcane Ring. They also found the Faded Brooch. And then on 178... They because it's bugged when you click across. They haven't got any.
Okay, that's
they haven't
fine.
found a single
Cool. Look at mid lane, by the way. Got a nice little deep old dive.
Well, Naga's a little bit too fast. They won't be able to find her, so she just walked back to base. But they do rotate heroes here. They did bring the Darkseer and the Disruptor. Jakiro is just sapping XP in the top lane because no one can contest Anti-Mage anymore. They are rotating towards the Epileptic Kid, but he should be able to read this. I mean, he has wards for a start, but at the same time, after they fail mid, it should be an obvious move.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Again, VP, it's all about this like 15 to 20 minute timing. You keep farming your lanes. Sure, the Anti-Mage might get a Barrow Fury, but then you go.
Oh. Okay. You know, for a moment in my head, I was like, damn, that duel's going to kill him because I have Mystic Flare. And I remember, this was a tri-laning Skywrath. It's nowhere near level 6. It's a long way. But, what is the Naga going? Is this going to be a Diffu game? Let's have a look. No, he's actually getting the gloves. The treads. Do you feel like you go Diffu in this game? Because you could potentially burn all the mana on an Anti-Mage pretty easily with an X, right?
Yeah, well, you have to... I think you itemize for the combo, right? You know that they're all going to be silenced, and Anti-Mage isn't going to rush a BKB that early. So I think, yeah, some Manta Diffusal build will be really strong in this game.
Oh. Keen Optic picked up by 178. They don't really have a hero that uses it insanely well. VP is going to be a little bit jealous because they have the Disruptor this time around.
You can put it on the Skywrath Mage, right? Get a little bit more range on his bolts. Still really pretty annoying.
That's where AM demands it for the blink range.
Oh, that would be powerful.
Or maybe even Legion. Pudge Dismember range comparison between that and Duel at that stage. I mean, to be fair, in my days, I have seen some funky Duel ranges by default.
Back in my day.
No. Through the days. Even today. Like, you know those experiences? Like, the classic was Ursa right-clicks, right? Which they eventually fixed. Because it's like, well, he just melee'd you from 400 units, right?
Don't worry, now everyone gets a broomstick.
Oh, there we go. See, it comes around. Everything's coming around. Io Tiny is back. Ursa, just Monkey King range is back.
But they're setting up bottom.
There it is. Static Storm is down. Anti-Mage is found. They're moving through. They got the X to ensure that you can't escape, but they're going to stance up onto the Kunkka so you can't get the combo out. Ice Path to control him up. Is it going to be long enough? He blinks away, but the glimpse back perfectly timed by Solo to return Palantimos to his death.
That was so close to being sloppy. The Jakiro tipping Solo there was like, I cancelled my Ice Path like 300 times. We mucked up the X combo. But thank you. It was overall.
Like the most, I knew it was awkward when we saw the start, right? Because Kunkka was getting body blocked because he'd already phase boots. I'm like, oh no.
This is exactly what we needed. Like, no, sorry, that's what VP needed. I'm not sponsored by VP.
Oh, so
that's
you're.
What VP needed.
I mean, I hear they don't have a coach right now, right?
Yeah, don't worry, they're gonna pick up. Yikes. Feels bad, man.
And also, the other highlight actually is while Gyro is farming, so was no one. And I'm feeling a lot better about a Naga in 5 minutes time of free farm than a Gyro farming for the next 5 minutes, right? Like, one counters the other pretty well, because it's not like Flat Cannon's going to burst the illusions down anytime soon.
No, Gyro, he needs to get a couple items to be able to deal with the Naga properly. But no, VP, 178 actually have no answers for VP. Post laning phase, 20 minutes. If they use their spells together, it's just insanely strong. Like, no one will survive until BKBs are purchased.
True, and Animage doesn't want to go for those too quickly. Gyro can go for it now, but like straight after phase boots feels pretty awkward. I think he has drums coming out actually. No, he doesn't. He changed it. Undying. Soul Rip. That's not going to change the outcome though. Should be the tower going down as well. But yeah, Gyro, he's not even going for the drums. He's just queued BKB straight away after phase boots.
Yeah, it's because this combo is so strong.
Takes on Epileptic here, but the boat's coming in. Ice Path to try and cover the escape. Should get him out, but there it is. The Mystic Flare follow-up. They don't get the duel, though.
Oh, so close.
Jump the gun a little bit. Mango trees have arrived.
Oh,
this is the dream for a Skywrath.
I'm dying in Skyra for like, yes. They just popped it there. No.
Alright, if I'm VP, I'm walking in and I'm just Quillen Blading that in like the next minute. Tombstone down. Happy Diorara just trying to deter no one from taking down this tier 1 tower. They don't want to give access to jungle, especially now that there's the added value of a mango tree in there.
Immense value from the mango tree.
Hey, you know, it's why you get a savings account, kids. Alright?
Yeah, but like,
you won't see instant returns.
You'll see it in 34 years with your 1% or 0.04% or whatever it is.
I remember when they first added mango trees. They're a beautiful thing.
You should be able to shake it and get like 7 mangoes but kill the tree.
Is the animal abuse in this patch not enough? Now we have to damage the environment too.
Oh,
song! Level 1 vacuum, 3 heroes, here we go! Okay, he was a little bit delayed there. I don't think he read the patch notes.
Wait, wait.
Alright.
You can do it during song, right?
I'm pretty sure you can. Pedishar's threw it up. They'll still be able to find him anyway, but yeah, they should be able to get free there. I mean, it's level 1. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe vacuum wasn't quite wide enough, but it looked like it should have just about been.
Well, I technically don't need to be in this lobby. I could just go test it for the boys. Our entire cast is about it.
So you would miss that one person's perspective, right? Do you not want to know what Bignum is doing right now?
Fine, I'll do it in the meantime. So disconnect. You can see me leave. It's fine. I can still see this game, so it's all good.
No, that's good. I'm just reading to see if it's got it in the tooltip now. It doesn't look like it. Meanwhile, Epileptic Kid has got the armor now. So pressure will ramp up from the CIS attacker Kunkka. CIS attacker.
Attacker. Let's go.
What a classic. We miss you, buddy. Come back soon.
Kunkka, but no more.
You're like Arise Magnus, but with a Kunkka. You've done things to that hero we could never have imagined. We won't talk about the other heroes, but that hero.
that one hero.
I mean, that's why I used the Arise comparison. That guy was such a god on Magnus.
Alright, I can confirm you can vacuum during song. Can confirm.
Alright.
100%.
So Rezo might not realize that then.
Sure, but 100% you can vacuum in Naga song.
So this is what we're saying here is this is one of the situations where your Darkseid not being a good player is better because he will accidentally do it. Whereas Rezo is so good that he will never accidentally screw that up and realize that he can do it.
Sure.
Unless he already knows and he's just baiting us.
Maybe. Or it just didn't matter in that scenario. But I think if there are fights where he misses 1 or 2 people in the vacuum because he tries to time it properly and they walk away, then that's where issues arise and that's where the whole new patch thing can come into play. But let it be known, this combo is insanely strong.
Top, now one. He's got the song. The glimpse was used pretty early though. And does he even want to do it now? It may be a little bit too late. Looks like he's going to snare, go for the easy kill into Undying. Burning for his mana quickly, but next field down to trap him. Static Storm is there to stop the duel. Solo has to hide in his own ultimate. They'll find 1 kill, but they might lose the Naga. Mystic Flare duel combo comes out with the Mana Void as well. Naga is punished for her overly greedy play. Epileptic Kill be stunned up. The BKB.
Well.
Yep. TP away, though, and it looks like he'll make it out before the cooldown can do the damage.
This was probably one of the, I think, the first time VP has made a truly sloppy play out of all their games so far today. Like, they're trying to go for a pickoff and Undying with Naga Disruptor. They've already used a Glimpse. Then the team aren't there anyway, so...
It seemed like there was definitely miscoordination, because you saw Naga, right? Winding up the song, and then there's a glimpse. You're like, okay. This just went from a potentially good static storm into none or bad one.
I feel like their spell should always be... You always want to like either use song or get a good... Like, if let's say the anti-mage farming, you can just static storm straight away, then that's fine, that's good, you're going to kill him. But you shouldn't be using your spells separate from each other. All heroes need to be present. This lineup is about having that good farm from lane and then pressuring them as 5. You want to macro power, you want to static storm, you want to X them, you want to do everything on one guy or 2 guys. Like, they're going to die no matter what.
It's true, and a lot of time you don't even need the song to necessarily set that up. That can be your reset afterwards.
Exactly.
So, item-wise, there was a few things picked up since we last talked about. The biggest one would be Bignum getting his hands on the Philosopher's Stone. Probably, I want to say the best tier 2 item because it's got a GPM bonus on it.
I believe, is it still a thing where you can put it on your courier, get the GPM, but not lose the attack?
I haven't tested it. I know that you can't have it in your backpack. That won't work. But
I believe if it's on your courier, you still get the money.
Wouldn't surprise me considering Shakers can still worship the shrine to constantly stun people.
To forever stun a man.
You know, when you want ability draft in your competitive games, folks. Vedishkara finding value in the mango tree. Imagine if he walked up and accidentally cut it down because he pressed the wrong button. I could see that happening in a pro game. And it seems like a small thing, but mangoes are clearly crucial to everything, guys.
They are very helpful at all stages of the game. Kinda.
No one, like, they know this mango tree is here as well. They're just happy to let it exist.
Can you cut it down, though?
Yes.
I actually have no idea. Okay.
If you can destroy it with abilities, I'm pretty sure you can cut it down.
Okay.
Because I've destroyed it with Rubik lifts, so...
Right, okay, yeah. Oh, mango.
Mangoes. Bing, bing, bing. Who wants it?
Oh. No one's getting it. No one wants it.
Bignum. He's trapped in, but they don't want to commit. Also, I should point out the other problem here is that mango tree does give vision, so I really don't know why they're letting it exist.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah, because they pinged out that rotation. Like, I don't think VP has read the patch notes as consistently as us nerds. Booming in. Dairar down to half HP already, burnt through and dead. Press the attack's already been used on him, so they can't even look to reset and go in. And they did get rid of the tree. God bless the mangoes, but get them the hell out of my game. Hashtag not my mangoes. I've left the kid. Found the torrent. Needs to sidestep the cooldown, but doesn't. And now the Atos Mystic Flare coming out. Kunkka taking a lot of damage. Song to get him away. Home missile. You're going to hear the classic dink or no. They do get rid of it in time. He'll back off completely though because the bolt is still chasing. Song used as insurance policy to ensure that Kunkka does not hemorrhage more gold to the side of 178. However,
what's the Disruptor's items right now? How close is he towards potentially purchasing a big item? Okay.
No.
I feel like with this combo, especially if you can vacuum during sleep, an Ags rush on Disruptor is like, I think, critical. I think potentially putting the Jakiro to a 5 roll for a little bit, allowing the Disruptor to, you know, get that key item.
Oh, definitely. Because this Jakiro is building Aether Lens. That's not going to... I don't think that's going to change the impact of the Jakiro, really.
No, but a Disruptor getting Aghanims, I think you could win any fight with any good song. Like, one good deep ward, you catch them, 5 heroes, song, boom. The fight's over. Like, they can't come back from that.
True. Okay, I need to do some soon because Anti-Mage, while he keeps fighting like this, is the one who keeps farming. And he's smoked up, ready to start actually going in and farming more illusions while the rest of his team continues to smoke. But he's already got Manta and Battle Fury with the Vampire Fangs as well. Duel coming out the side. Mystic Flare is there. Kunkka. This time you won't live. Get themselves the second duel win of the game. Be a little longer than usual, but in the meantime, as a result of that, 178 pushing on the mid lane. They'll be able to get this tier 1 tower as VP are 2 split to defend it.
Yep, and that's the, when you compare the two lineups, you got a very simple duel into Flare from 178, but VP, they have to use Song or they have to be together to do it. And ever since that top engagement where the Naga died trying to kill an Undying, they haven't ever really been together properly to utilize their skill set, so it's allowing 178 to make these proactive moves. And you can see as again from the vision, Look at the Dire wards right now. Deep in the jungle, they can actually maybe catch it a bit. Radiant, on the other hand, they've got a very dark map.
True. Solo will at least de-ward them a little bit here in the meantime, and actually they chase in. A little bit de-ward on de-ward, but as a result, Undying will give his life. Flesh Golem won't change that at all. The pings come out. They're going aggressive again. They've got the glimpse. They need the vision, though, is the problem. They might even see Petashar at this rate. Bignum, glimpse back. Spotted and found. Will throw out the Mystic Flare and take one with him, though. That is the danger of a Skywrath pick. And I like that Solo brought back straight away. He realizes, actually, if he's not there, there's not that big threat, the big combo. You can't lock them down long enough.
But now they have to go mid. They're like, I say have to. I think they could potentially take a mid fight.
Trying to get out. Home missile on a save, but the Song should buy enough time. No one will TP away. Save. We'll go for the TP now. And the dust is a little bit off there. Just a tiny bit. But get out. They force some buybacks as well. Not too bad for the side of VP.
That could have been a really good fight if it was a little bit slower and like they held for the disruptor. With the Song maybe then been a little bit clumped up. Potentially gonna be a really good fight, but as soon as you see them come from all different directions, you have to Song, you have to get out. So
also
really good approach that fight from 178.
Well, I just want to highlight Palantimos being on point when we backed away, when that buyback came out from Disruptor, because Disruptor didn't immediately go back to his team. He TP'd to the shrine, got spotted by the ward, and it became clear, right? If you get glimpsed back there, trying to TP back to base, VP will take a lane. Because they are at that point.
They would be able to punish him.
So things will calm down for a moment. But Solo, look, you're a little bit out of position there, but the Glimmer Cape and the Ice Path, the cooldown's already been baited up. Press the attack for the X with the Torrent, the boat coming in as well. He's netting in place. Gyro down half HP. Pretty tanky though. They can't get through him. The Glimpse back into the burns, just trying to whittle him down without hard committing onto him. He doesn't even use the BKB, but Legion does die in the meantime as no one just burns through his mana supply and kills him outright. They're still chasing. There's the BKB. Rezo forced it.
BKB.
Okay. Mech stays alive.
Ooh.
A little bit close to the edge. Solo is here now, though. They actually may have baited Bignum in, and he fought back previously. He can't afford to die like this. Ice Path. They already took out Undying as well. 178, they're hemorrhaging way too many heroes here. Solo, he is going to live as well. 70 seconds without your Skywrath. This is easily going to be that tier 2 tower.
Just a full, I think a full reset's now in order. Just farm up. The fact that you got those kills is really good. And is just showing that you can take these fights. It should give VP the confidence to move together on the other side of the map again.
Yes, definitely. There is a concern about AM still farming, but because you're finding so many kills rapidly, while the net worth lead is still in 178's favor and Anti-Mage still has the lead, you can see the VP heroes are starting to keep up off the back of their own farm and these kills in between. Solo. Kinetic field cover his escape. They don't want to commit for him.
Ooh, Rocket's gonna hit him.
Ooh, concussion.
Hey! That was the most pointless thing I've ever done in my life.
I mean, I don't know. I can imagine a few more things.
Go on. Please.
Nope.
Trash, you don't even try me.
Nope. Ain't going there.
Nice Roshan from VP.
Yep, I was watching it, you see. Solo.
I can see it.
Down half HP. Rezo will surge away the cooldown. The X, they're turning around with the boat right now, but Atlantimos going in on the save. Macropie is like, screw it, I'm dead either way. Trying to interrupt the duel. No, this Song saves Solo. He has the static storm, but he is stunned up. The missed timing here could cost him a little bit. He needs to throw it down just in time. The catch on the animation. The mana won't get him out. He's stuck inside here. The turret to lock him down, but no one. He's the one who dies in the end. The mana burn, the follow-up damage, the Mystic Flare, way too much. Now Naga has no Song to work with. The first life is gone. You must be sacrificed a second time as Pikachu wraps around to ensure it occurs. VP not only give up a lot of lives in an Aegis, they'll also give up a tier 1 and probably a tier 2 tower.
I just don't know why these fights are suddenly so sloppy for VP. Like, they just go Roshan, and then suddenly the Darks is in a position where he's using Vacuum and stuff, and then now you've got like the Song being used, but like you try to kill the Anti-Mage, but you've got nervous spells being thrown in as well. Like they're all at the start of that fight, everyone was on such a different place that you couldn't blow up the Anti-Mage. Like he's so farmed. All 5 heroes have to try and do something. You need to wall him. You need to macropie him. You need to chain your stuns. So you can't just static stop him. You have to like then ice buff. You then have to try and X him. But everyone's doing small other things that Just allowed him to live. I honestly feel that this type of fight, you should be killing everyone else and then go for the anti-mage last. Trying to go on him first, it's like trying to kill... Yeah, you
It's
don't,
like trying
you
to
don't
kill a
him.
6-slot Naga. It's like
Yeah.
you take everything
Or a
else first,
song,
not
yeah.
the Naga.
Or a Wraith King that has 2 lives, or you kill him and you're like, oh, wait, hold up. He's alive again.
Like, the other highlightable point here is they could have just gotten out, right? The Song was there. Most of them still had TPs. They could have just left, accepted that Song had to be expended. You still have Aegis left on that Aegis afterwards, right? You just wait for Song again. It's only 80 seconds cooldown, but instead they forced this awkward fight.
No, yeah, exactly.
I mean, in fact, they barely got the Static Storm down in time because of the silence on solo.
Yeah, it was just never going to work out, especially how sloppy they were at the start. It just wasn't going to ever turn into anything.
All that we said about ease of execution. VP are finding a way to make their draft a little bit more difficult to execute. As a result, a 7k net worth lead now for 178. Anti-Mage's lead at the top of the chart has been fully solidified now. I like how he's got a Mind Breaker in his backpack. He's like, do I need more man? No.
Nah,
Probably
we're in the clear.
I like how straight away Petra was like, nah, I'm going to enable you to get an even better mana void. Don't mind me.
I just that's the thing I like about the neutral items is how one core can use it, then it goes to another core, and eventually the support's like, well, I've got 4 free slots, so I've got boots. Chuck them to me, boys. And then you have this like random support carrying these like very small, unique items.
It's like, did I tell you how I got this Philosopher's Stone? Well, my father's forefathers' fathers.
Passed it down through the ranks, and now
He had a GPM.
He had an XP talent, a GPM talent, and he was level 30 at minute 20.
Dear.
What a patch.
What a time to be alive. VP's heroes might not be alive for long, though, as J178 are smoked up, maneuvering towards the top lane. They have a ward down. They know Epileptic Kid is here. A big kill to be, but he does have that BKB, so you need to duel him straight away. Smoke breaks. Big Dim's revealed. Blink in. They ping him out right away. BKB's been used, but they could still duel, but the boat is there. No mana left on the Epileptic Kid. Ice Puff to cover his escape. AM is still chasing, though. He's going to kill him.
He has no mana. He's gonna
Yep. And avoid.
die, but
Okay, there we go. Glimmer Cape. He needed more assistance. So.
he doesn't have enough mana to actually be scary. Missing 600 mana is not that spook.
I mean, there was a risk he just runs him down and kills him with the Skadi alone, though. Luckily, he's not a ranged hero. If he's a ranged hero, 100% dead there. I feel like something we haven't seen explored too much with this new Skadi is how much more easily you screw over ranged heroes. But that's kind of because most of the big carries and cores of last patch were melee, right?
They were up, so there's Gyro, Void, Lifestealer, Juggernaut,
Yeah.
and that's probably your top 4, right? So yeah.
But now, if
3 out
Medusa
of
comes
4.
back in, Luna, these type of heroes, you could really see Eye of Skadi becoming a lethal item.
Potentially so. Haven't really looked into
Shield.
Skadi, but oh,
Mystic
another pick off.
Darkseer's gone. Well, so much for the gel for your combo. Now you won't have 50 seconds and 178. There is bad news for them. Good news for VP, which is the lanes are pushed out. So you can't really find more off the back of that Darkseer kill.
I think that's the story of all these games. Like when a team's ahead, well, like 178, even in the game that they won, they never had the lanes in the right spot after a kill. So, and that is just a product of how they farm as a team and how they move as a team. When you move across the map, it's a combination of moving while still pushing out lanes. When you only move for kills, your lanes are naturally always pushing against you, and then you can never translate kills into objectives.
And that's the
That
thing
is
that
what
VP's really good
makes
at
teams
exploiting
better.
as well. Yeah, they understand this and we've seen it. We're seeing it now, how it's actually buying so much time. Like Kunkka went top, pushed in. Naga Illusions, buying time elsewhere. It's like Pikachu's now outside your base, but Darkseer's up in 10. No longer do you really want to go for this.
And if they do commit to it, and if VP do hit the combo on the supports, because right now, Gyro has a BKB, you can instantly kill Legion, Undying, and Skywrath, obviously positioning permitting, but you'd expect 178 not to be close enough to fall for this combo anymore, or at least in vacuum range.
In fairness, it hasn't punished them in so long, though. And
True.
while you've seen it before, you know, this does happen in games. You're 30 minutes in, you're like, okay, they've done that combo once, it was cute, but clearly it's not that threatening now because they done it to us when we were like level 10 or below. And had no items. So if they do it again, we'll totally survive it now.
So it is 600 gold away from his Aghanims, so
Oh,
soon they're gonna be like online.
meanwhile, Darkseer looking towards the sheepstick. Kunkka, well, he actually does have enough gold to buy out on the AC if he wants to.
He's
Gyro.
wandering over now.
BKB is just about ready for AM. It's a few hundred gold more. And all of a sudden, the biggest threat to you now will not be locked down at all.
But the thing is that okay, Disruptor just got Ags.
There we go.
And AM's about to buy BKB. AM will be super cocky, and Disruptor wants to take a fight. If you can Song and catch the AM, he will die. There is nothing to... He will just be dead.
True. You just need to try and hide on the map, right? So if Solo doesn't reveal himself...
This smoke now has to catch the AM in the Song, into Static Storm, and then it'll be good for VP.
There is a big question, though. Is 178, they just got dewatered there, but they saw Solo. The question is, did they look at his items?
The double smoke on smoke. This is going to be such a critical fight right now for both teams.
Yeah, Applica Kid is hasted right now. He can dangle very easily.
Does he have a ward for that high ground? If he has a ward for that high ground, that is...
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
They're moving around right now. No one. Here comes the rap. He's got the song. He's going to catch them. BKB on Plantimos just in time because they X. No! They can connect on the free, though. There's the vacuum into the Static Storm. And that should be kills on the side. Manifold gets one, though. Jakiro is dead. It's a 3-for-1 trade, but that was your big reveal. A big opportunity. And the impatience on Kunkka gave the time for Plantimos to escape. No.
That was so close to being a 4 white, but it still got 3 kills, and it still showcased how scary it is now to be on the map as 178. Any time that Naga uses Song and they are clumped up, they will all die, no matter what.
But there is, like, this is the seeping that we were talking about, right? The kind of starting to mesh as a team, mistakes that maybe wouldn't have been made by the previous VP that was so experienced. Because it might seem like a small thing, but it's a level 26 anti-mage that wouldn't have had buyback. That is easily an entire lane at that stage.
It would have unlocked at least one lane, yeah, mid lane of Rex, yes.
So, now they know that the axe is there. This is where 178 should try and adjust. The biggest adjustment is you need to prioritize and find this disruptor every fight. And you can already see Solo is building into Blink Dagger to try and ensure that that is as hard as possible. They're smoking
and another
again.
Smoke. Yeah, that's all they have to do now. Just pressure, pressure, pressure. Go for kill after kill after kill.
It's true. Such low cooldowns. No one will be spotted. They might think it's just Farmer right now. Another hero being dangled.
They know the right one. They're pinging the right one relentlessly.
Here it is. Duel comes out straight away. No opportunity for a song, but Static Storm is down. The control. The ice pump back.
Gyro King.
Now the bow as well. Gyro getting low. Needs to move away. The Shrine's keeping it alive, but not for long. The song is going to come out. They're getting rid of the tomb. Anti-mage will be slept as well. Solo will try and TP out the ice pump. Beautifully covered by Save to ensure that his disruptor gets out alive. Mystic player, Darkseer, surge away. He might just about live, but Anti-mage is on top of him. The boat run buff has ran out, and as a result, he will definitely die.
Death satisfies dishonor.
All in all, though, you did get a buyback, a big one. Petishara had to commit it there. And Roche, it's up in 20 seconds, though.
That only happened because if you look at the high... after this.
No one. This is trouble. This is big trouble. They bought back, and they'll be happy that they'll back away. Solo has Static Storm in 20 seconds. They're Xing on the Petishara. That is a vulnerability. They might be able to exploit both in 5 seconds, though. The good news for them is as long as they keep 178 here, they're not in the pit. Now the Glimpse back. There's going to be control from the kinetic field as well. They have got the boat. They're going to throw it out. BKB and Pikachu, but they're ignoring him. Petishara is already gone. Rezo in trouble on the side. He fought back. Can't afford to go down like this, but he will. Ice Puff. No, he's going to live. He's getting away right now. The chase in. There it is. Blink in by Anti-Mage gets the kill. The Static Storm is off the mark, and now Solo's in a lot of trouble because AM is bursting through him so quickly on the side. Gyro is brought down. Can AM versus the world? You mentioned it. Focus everything but the Anti-Mages, and they do exactly that. And as a result, VP secure Roche.
So right now, if you look at the high ground ward, do you know where they started that fight to the right-hand side? No, to the right, yeah, there. See right here. they went for a D ward at the start of that fight, but they checked at the low ground. It then meant they saw the exact illusion, and Legion precast the jewel on that illusion, on that real hero instead of the illusion.
Which is why it even gave 178 a chance. Like in theory, that movement in,
because all the damage, yeah, so they didn't get song off. They saw 3 heroes, didn't get the song off. Like that was all down to that D ward. Is why that whole fight nearly was very bad for VP.
And the other thing to highlight here is, right, we've seen some buybacks back and forth. Now the Legion and the Darkseid being vulnerable. The bigger deal is, on one side, you see the Gyro, right? You're like, damn, that's actually a big buyback. That's dangerous. On the other, you see Disruptor. You're like, huh. Usually not that big of a deal, but he's an Ags Disruptor. Like, he is key to this. We've already talked about he's the way they catch this Anti-Mage and the rest of the heroes. He's actually the biggest kill that 178 can now find in this game.
Yeah, the Anti-Mage probably needs an Abyssal and probably needs to get onto it.
Instead, going towards the MKB. It's interesting to see as well, because Abyssal, like, I don't feel like the change of the Abyssal could be underrated. It's a free blink now. Short range, but it's a blink.
Yeah, it's a very cool idea, a very cool concept. Like you can juke pretty well with it. It also allows for like heroes like Lifestealer or Lycan that naturally can sometimes fill kites in fights just to get that extra little bit of range, connect, get the Abyssal, get the damage out. So it's a very cool concept, that's for sure.
I wonder if we're going to see it at any point. He has got the MKB completed. He did buy out on that, by the way. He's 1,400 short of buyback. The only person with buyback right now is the Skywrath.
Radiant are scanning.
Not exactly a sheepstick Skywrath, but he can still have some impact with the ATOS, with the silencers. You can already see Virtus.pro, they are eager to fight. But Cheese and an Aegis on the side, why wouldn't you be?
Yeah, as they should be. No buyback on Anti-Mage as well. He's fully invested.
The problem with
right
this
now,
is there's no pick-off.
But like, VP are in the position where a fight for them would mean maybe some form of pressure onto maybe a tier 3. But a fight for 178, if they lose it, that's a Rax and or 2 gone, so...
And now it's like, even if you manage to get through no one twice, he does have buyback. Like, he's kept that in mind this time around. And he moves bot. He says, we need to open up the base. We need to get to the stage where one fight will just win this game now. The other beautiful thing is you're going to be down here for a while, so taking the outpost now ensures that 40-minute mark XP boost. However, VP have control of the other side. 178 have control of the other side, rather. No one's likely to go... Well, nobody is likely to go up there anytime soon.
But this is where, in a pub, someone would have TP trying to capture that.
Yep,
in reality,
the game.
In reality, outposts need to be seen as, if you have equal outposts, the game is a normal game of Dota.
Yeah.
If you have 2 outposts, then you're playing a slightly imbalanced version of Dota, right? So as long as you keep it 1 for 1, you can just keep it normal.
Song. They've caught the Anti-Mage. He did not BKB. Can they get in position? They got the Static Storm. They drop on a different target. They look for the opportunity. The Ice Path there interrupts the vacuum. They're not inside it right now. Randall's chasing in with the BKB. Pikachu down on HP right now. Trying to move away quick enough. Just about gets out. Final hit is there though. He is dead. X control, but there's the big man of Void. Gets the kill on the Disruptor. They turn around. It's AM versus the world. But can he do it? He has to blink away. Barely makes it out, in fact. Buyback committed by Bignum, but it is a 4-for-1 trade.
I shall not regret.
Oh, that was... Even I'm sure, even with missing the Static Storm there, it was still showing how much damage VP has now.
I mean, that was also a team that failed the vacuum placement, right? Because the Ice Path stopped the Dragon. So that was, like, for how things could have went for 178, there was a lot of mistakes that made there that they should have been counting the lucky stars for, and they still come out like this. VP is lethal.
This Gyro just doesn't have any impact in the game right now. You have this Anti-Mage who should be split pushing.
I like how there's just a Philosopher's Stone laying on the ground.
Just put it in your courier, mate. Get some extra GPM in you.
And now they're here to knock at your doors. 60 seconds without a Gyro. Do they dare throw in this? Unlikely.
No.
Play it safe. Wait, no? The pings?
Oh, no.
They're saying, Epileptic Kid, no. We've been here before. Don't do it. I know you have a lot of damage, but...
I think they would have just won. Yeah, they would. They do just win if they do this.
They have a lot of damage.
They can literally just win the game right now.
There it is. I mean, it's better to give yourself that insurance policy. Like, look how quickly they take down Taz anyway.
Yeah. This is
And where's AM? He's worshipping. This is like, they knew that as well because he went to do it. He has to cancel and TP out X. They can drag him back. Ice Path off the mark. A little bit of panic from Save. Can they do enough here? Vacuum on a free. Drain Illusions. BKB. Phantomos chasing on Epileptic Kid who uses his own BKB. Song going to be used to try and retreat, and they will be able to get out. BKB allows Epileptic Kid to TP out. No! The BKB ends before he can interrupt with the Mana Void. Glimmer Cape to cover no one's escape. Will get him out in time. Ice Path by Save will allow him to get out as well. It looks like 178 are walking home empty-handed.
If they had just gone mid instead of going top racks, they would have just won the game there.
It felt like one of those moments where they didn't realize how much damage they had on buildings, right? Where they start hitting that tier 3, like, oh. Huh.
I initially looked at it as like, oh, you know, it's like they want to be methodical. But no, yeah, in reality, they could have just ended the game. Ah.
A sign of life maybe for 178? I don't know. They're a long way off from not being dead right now. VP, the other thing to look at here is buybacks. They have some big ones. Epileptic Kid and no one. Look at that straight away. This smoke again.
That's all this team has to do. You just have to smoke non-stop.
No one. No Song. But BKB comes out, ready to fight. Phantomos hit out by the Torrent as well, down to half HP. Duel on the side to control the Disruptor. He didn't get a static storm out in time. The vacuum in. It doesn't matter. He's dead. There's going to be a win. Bow out. No. X missed time. Doesn't get him into the BKB control, but Gyro is dead anyway. Happy Gyro will die as well. Phantomos once again, first of all, Ice Path perfectly timed. Wall down as well. The Torrent follow-up control will allow them to bring down the AM. They forced the buybacks, but Bignum. Is it too little too late? The Song is there now. They will look to retreat, but no one. He hasn't got TP for 2 more seconds. Manta up. He says, fine, if I'm going to my grave, you're coming with me, Skywrath. Plucks the chicken of its wings and realizes this is the end. He will create a few illusions. Maybe get rid of Petashara. Unlikely. Does die, but does have buyback. And now it is truly Palantimos against the world. Yes, you have some teammates alive, but you are all that matters. You had to buy back there. The thing that AM have been trying to avoid all game long.
This fight was... You're using 3 buybacks. You normally do win a team fight. So this is now going to be, how can VP utilize their buybacks? And can they then just get the key kills to then go mid and end the game? If they buy back now and die, 178 have done it.
Sacrifice down. They just want to try and make sure there can't be more than maybe a lane going. Like at this stage, your VP, 1 lane isn't the end of the world. But they actually commit the Naga as well. Anti-Mage, BKB. A little bit of missed time in there. Weren't able to catch him at all, but they're chasing out. They don't have a Song is the problem. The pings are coming out. They're TPing to the shrine, but it's going to be too late for Phantomos. What would you do really if you're safe anyway? It's not like you have a Yules this game. So they get out.
I think the just push out lanes. You can see top and bot pushing in. Position yourself with Roshan, and then again, it happened in the previous game. Sorry. You want to draw people to Roshan and force the fight there. With VP's lineup, you don't have to commit to Roshan. You just need to potentially force them to Roshan to kill them with your big team fight. If they don't contest at all, you then just get the free Roshan.
Exactly. And they are vastly superior in that regard, right? The Static Storm, the bow, the Song to set it all up, the vacuums, and also, not the best thing to find. Epileptic Kid found the ninja gear. Or as I like to call it, the poor man's PA blur. For the active, anyway.
Oh, it's actually such a good item.
Yeah, but that smoke 2.0 is the blur. It's good, but obviously you don't keep it actively on you, right? You just put it in smoke, then put it in your backpack. I assume that works, because that would be the big use.
It does work, yes, correct. You can do that.
Once
your smoke.
Oh no, he just done that in Vision! Song is there. And no longer is your anti-mage. He's in a lot of trouble. He needs some reinforcements right now. The stack storm's lasting pretty long. Can they get through him is the real question. Yes, maybe. Looks close. He'll be able to blink out. No, Epileptic Kid finds him though.
Nice.
And the big crits will get him a dual win. And with that, it looks like VP might have the win. The GG comes out. They know without the AM, this is an impossibility. Virtus.pro remain undefeated as they take the 2-0 victory against 178.
That was really good positioning from the Kunkka. Like, most people, you'd think in that scenario that you need to barrel in and try and just get onto that anti-mage who's getting the static field. But you know, what's his way of escape? He can have a blink down, which, again, it's on a natural feeling, right? You want to blink back to your base. So the Kunkka just positions himself, ready for that blink, and then gets the final blow to him. So
amazingly done from Virtus.pro, but there'll be questions about 178. And you know, it was a bold move to try and get the outpost. Is it me or does it feel like one of those moments where new patch, that slipped my mind, whoops, I totally forgot they had vision?
I think it's a balance. It's a combination of that maybe, and also I think maybe too much not respect, but too much importance put on the outpost. Like in that situation, like VP are already commanding the game where you only win fights if you use 3 buybacks and you also kill the disruptor at the start of the fight, right? So like going for the outpost, what does it gain you? You taking it, they're just gonna instantly take it back anyway. Like you already have a tier 2 up, you got your shrine. Play on that area, play on the high grounds. Don't play on some outpost, some low ground outpost that gives the enemy vision. Like it's an unnecessary objective to play for at this time in the game.
And an unnecessary objective causes the win condition to be met for VP as they eliminate the anti-mage. They don't eliminate 178, however. That's right. We are much more reasonable than certain open qualifiers that there are rumors about. We give you a second chance. That's right. VP will be in the grand finals regardless. Big shout out for them. They're feeling pretty hype, you know, not bad. Warmed up on the patch, already looking good. However, J178 will get a second chance tomorrow. Tomorrow we have 2 series beginning at 15 MSK. That's 1 hour later than we start today, which is going to be 1 p.m. CET. 12 GMT.
Talk GMT. You know, there's 2 of us who are
because, you know,
GMT.
it's 0-0, right? So clearly it should just be best around us. But yes, that's when the action will continue, when we will have Hellraisers versus Team Spirit. Whoever wins that will face off against 178. And then VP, they are just waiting till the 30th to go play that arena and see if they can claim a few more CIS heads. But we're done for today. You guys should go get yourself some food. I know T is desperate to go get himself some real food. You done pretty well, buddy. He done the typical forgot to eat. What did you have in the end? Was it bland pasta?
Yeah.
Did you salt it or something? Did you do something desperate?
No, but like in between. No, I made it legit. So like in between game 1 and game 2, I started cooking it, right? And then I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to cook this in time. Or series 2 and 3. So I just left it in the water but off. So I came back and it was already soft. So I just heated it up. I slapped in some tomatoes, some chili, some salt, pepper. You know, I made it into a.
You made a recipe for success. I like it. You know.
Yeah.
And that's what we're gonna get to see tomorrow. Because tomorrow is it's a day where you're gonna need to be successful. It's a recipe for comebacks because everyone tomorrow has lost at some point. And it's gonna be like, you know, it's an anime series, right? It's where the kid gets his ass kicked at the start, all right? And he's gonna work his way up. He's gonna train hard, and he's gonna come back. It's like freaking Karate Kid over here, right? The question is, was VP secretly the Karate Kid all along, or is he the villain in this story? That's something you'll find out in the 30th. But tomorrow, you be back here at 1 p.m. CET for the day of the losers looking to be redeemed.